Hello everybody and welcome to Boogiepop and Others episode 15 anime review. The dream episode, because that's kind of what it was. There was it was like 3 or 4 different dream bits. I don't know how to explain it better than that. That's what it was. It's still the early stages where I'm like, who are you again? Right, you're this person. And then Godzilla showed up. I don't know what to make of that, but it's fine, you know. But we'll start at the beginning of the episode as always. I've got my notes, and we'll go through, and we'll have a great old time. So we begin with some girl whose name I didn't write down. She's talking to KOD and is talking about her life and that. She's got a kid who she doesn't know who the dad is. She wanted Teratsuki to be the dad, even though she's not sure if it is him. But so he might be the dad for all we know. And then that's all I've written for that, really. Like, that bit, I was a little bit, that's basically what I got out of it. I'm sure there's probably a ton of stuff in it like I missed, and then later on I'll be like, oh yeah, I should have paid more attention. But yeah, then we go to Sakiko, who is looking for Boogiepop, and she has a friend called Hina, who she was mean to in the real world, and then who died in a car crash before she saw her next. And then Sakiko is after Boogiepop. She wants Boogiepop to kill her, and that's not going to happen because Boogiepop's actually a nice, I'll say girl, because I think Boogiepop is genderless, is it? Like, obviously I know Boogiepop is a girl, but that's because it's possessing a girl. I don't think the being is, does that make sense? I might look it up after. No, I won't. Spoilers. I won't look it up. Someone tell me if they know. Or don't, I don't care. And then KOD, which is the King of Distortion, I've said it before. That's how I'm referring to him, because it's long. KOD says, turn pain to gold. I don't know what that means, but I wrote it down because it sounded important. So, yeah. And then the second half of the episode, I think, was a lot better than the first, because it was more focused. It focuses on hacker guy Kentaro, who was selling people's info and stuff, and then Nagi shows up and bails him out from a cop. And then she was like using him to take something out, and he was like, I would have just helped you, you know. Just, if you said, hey, please help me, he would have been like, yeah, okay, I'll help you, which is interesting. But then basically, then there's an earthquake, and he tells KOD, hey, I know it's a dream, before the earthquake. And then Saotome shows up. Like, I don't know how he showed up. Like, was it actually him, or was it just KOD in disguise? I'm gonna go with disguise, or like a dream figure. But I don't think it was the real one, because he got beamed up to space, didn't he? Or did he just die? He might have just died. But yeah, then there's an earthquake caused by the Godzilla, as I said previously. At that point I was like, what is going on? And Kentaro meets up with Makoto the kid. He is the kid of the first woman, like in this episode, the first dream, that woman, he is her kid. And then he's also the kid that was really rude. Like last episode, he was like, screw you, old man. I'm going to go and do something else. Yeah, I don't know. What do kids do these days? Yeah, but then they both go back to the weird building. He like punches his real body to jump back into it, wakes up his friend, Shiro, who obviously also had a KOD dream. And then he's like, you know what? I think that KOD is actually Teratsuki, and somehow he turned into a thing. What is KOD? A spiritual being. Let's go with that. That's what happened. I'm still at the point where I'm kind of confused, but like, you're supposed to kind of be confused. Not maybe confused, the wrong word. You're not been given all the answers because they want you to figure it out. I really like that. At first, like, first one I started watching, I was like, man, that was, yeah, you know. But then like it clicked. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to not know. And that's good. It makes me more excited to know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm really happy I watched it. I am. I think I maybe should have waited like till it was all out. This isn't unmanageable. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Anyway, yeah, that was this week's episode. Join me next week for, I'm gonna imagine they're gonna like try and figure out what's going on, like Shiro and hacker guy whose name I've already forgotten. Kentaro. I remember. And maybe they'll meet up with Boogiepop and Kay, or just Kay, because she's in the mannequin room. Yeah, that's what I think might happen. I'll see you next week, guys. See ya.